And they're all.
Okay. Good afternoon. We're going to call the public hearing to order. And for the benefit of the councillors who are online, the decision has been made. We're not going to have any more electronic meetings for council or committees or public hearings. So after this, you'll be expected, we'll see you here, put it that way. I've got an opening statement. This statement is being convened in order to hold public hearings on land use matters. The public and anyone who believes their interest in property is affected by the agenda items may speak or present written submissions. Everyone will be given a reasonable opportunity to be heard. No one should feel discouraged from making their views known. Those of you who wish to speak or have registered with the city clerk should, after being recognized by the chair, begin by clearly stating your name and your address. If you have provided a written submission, please make this known at the beginning of your presentation. All written submissions will be retained by the city clerk and will form part of the record of the hearing. Each speaker may address the hearing a maximum of twice. The length of your first presentation will be limited to a maximum of 10 minutes. Your comments must be relevant and not obstruct the hearing. Additional presentations, which must be on new information, will be limited to 3 minutes. Members of council may ask questions of you following your presentation. However, the function of council members during a public hearing is to listen to the views of the public, not to debate the merits of matters with citizens. Any debate by members of council will occur at the subsequent vote. The order of proceedings for each item will normally be as follows. The city clerk will briefly describe the matter under consideration. Then the applicant or their agent will be invited to make a brief presentation of up to 10 minutes. The city clerk will then identify any written submissions received. Fourthly, oral submissions from the public will be heard and any further written submissions will be received, and finally the hearing will be closed. Please note that delegations must present in a respectful manner. City Council is committed to ensuring a safe and respectful environment and supports the rights of the community to bring comments forward. Please observe these rules. If you have any concerns with the manner in which the hearing is conducted, direct your comments to the chair. So, Mr. Clerk, first item.
Thank you, Worship. Item number 1 is Richmond Zoning Bylaw 8500, Amendment Bylaw 10580, RZ 22005648. Location is 12060 and 12080 number 5 road. The applicant is Hayden Co Holdings Limited, and the purpose is to rezone the subject property from agricultural AG1 to light industrial IL to permit development of one industrial building. First reading was July 22nd, 2024.
All right, is the applicant here this evening? Did you wish to make a presentation or just await questions? Okay, any written submissions?
None, Your Worship.
Anybody wishing to speak to us on this item on the agenda?
Move second, third.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on that? All those in favor? Any opposed? That is carried.
Opposed.
Michael Wolf.
Okay, it's carried with Councillor Wolf opposed. And the next item, Mr. Clerk.
Thank you, Your Worship. Item number 2, Richmond Zoning Bylaw 8500, Amendment Bylaw 10582, RZ 22013378. The location is 3240 number 4 road. The applicant is Larco Investments Limited, and the purpose is a zoning text amendment to the light industrial IL zone to permit a commercial storage facility having a maximum floor area ratio of 2.0 and to restrict the size of residential security/operator unit to a maximum of 143.74 meters squared. And the first reading was July 22nd, 2024.
All right, is the applicant here this evening? Did you wish to make a presentation or just await questions? All right, written submissions.
Thank you, Your Worship, that we received a submission from Mr. Eddie Chan expressing concerns about the proposed building height.
All right. Does anybody wish to speak to us about this item on the floor? Anyone wanting to speak to us on this item?
Move second, third.
Okay, moved and seconded. Councillor McNulty.
Yeah, just for the record, if staff could just comment on Mr. Chan's concern about air circulation and sunlight. I don't know exactly where Mr. Chan is in relation to the footprint of that building?
Certainly. Through your worship to Councillor McNulty, Mr. Chen's property is located at the eastern edge of the subject site, immediately south. The portion of the site that his property would back onto is in landscaped area.
So he may not be affected like he thinks he may be.
Through your worship to Councillor McNulty, what I would also add is that the building as proposed would be set back about 65 feet from the subject from property.
Yeah. Well, just the developer, just take it under advisement. Obviously, we want to have a harmonious community, but we also want to welcome businesses in there and the upgrade, and we work together. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'd add to that, it would be good for staff to give this gentleman a call.
Yeah.
And just make those points, because I think probably that will,
See, it was considered it.
yeah, that'll probably help him out a lot.
We can certainly take that direction.
Thank you.
Okey-doke. Anybody else? Okay, we'll call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That is carried.
Move adjournment.
We're now adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.